Care to share your race, ethnicity, or nationality?
Well, my race, ethnicity, and nationality is I'm black as the fuck. And I know every bitch be wanting to sit up and act like they mixed with this and that, but I'm a motherfucking black woman. Now, although I do have a few things, you know, in my bloodline, like, well, my great grandma, she was actually mixed. My grandma's mom, which is my great grandma, is actually mixed with white and black. So that's on my mom's side. And on my dad's side, my grandma is actually mixed with Indian and black. But I'm still motherfucking black. Like, that little shit, bitches be wanting to be like, yeah, I'm mixed with white, black, and Indian, and this and that. Yeah, we might have a little bit percentage in there, but I'm a black fucking woman. When I fill out my motherfucking paperwork, that bitch say black. Black, black, black. And I'm black and I'm motherfucking proud. The fuck?
And just for clarification.
But back in the day, I used to be lying. Like, when I was a kid, I used to be like, yeah, I'm mixed. I used to be telling the niggas, like, I'm mixed. Because I had some good hair. So I used to be lying, like, as a little kid. Because, you know, growing up as a young black girl, you do think that mixed is, like, a little bit superior because of things like hair texture and, you know, different characteristics and just wanting to be foreign. Because, you know, if it ain't foreign, it's boring. But growing up into an adult, like, I'm happy to be a black fucking woman. I'm black. My kid's black. His kids better be black. So, no, I'm just playing for y'all. Try to make it a thing.
And for clarification, are you using the phrase Indian in reference to American Indian or Asian Indian, like the country of India?
Like India. American Indian. Like the Native Americans. Like the motherfuckers that got off the boat. You know what I'm saying? Like when Christopher Columbus came, them motherfuckers.
And do you know the Indian band or tribe?
Don't know shit about it. I do know that she's Indian, though. I never really, like, got in depth of it because it was like, okay, you Indian, okay. But I'm still black, you know what I'm saying? She's predominantly black anyways. So that's just, you know, like, everybody has something in them. Like, everybody in this world, if you know, do your research or if you get, like, your blood drawn, like how they got those things, you know what I'm talking about? And you can see what you are. Everybody got shit in them that they don't know about. But I kind of know about it, but I still resonate as a black woman 100% and definitely, like, that's what I identify as. And that's what the world identify me as. Shit. When the motherfucking police come, I'm a black-ass motherfucking woman. They not looking at me like, oh, you black and white and Indian. No, bitch, you black. So that's what I am.
And what's the main language you speak at this point?
Spanish. I'm just playing. I speak English.
Do you speak any other languages aside from English?
I speak French a little bit.
And how did you pick that up?
I actually picked French up in middle school. I did French in 6th and 7th grade. So that's all I know is 2 years worth of French, but I know enough. When I see French people, I can engage.
And care to share the name of this middle school you're referencing here as well?
Well, the middle school that I first went to actually learn motherfucking French, I had a fucking scholarship and I went to Cranbrook. And I learned, you know, like on 8 Mile when he was like, you went to Cranbrook, that's a private school. I went there. I had a scholarship, it was like $18,000 a year and they paid for me to go for 2 years. But then after that, I didn't have a scholarship no more. So I had to leave. Because who the fuck was paying that $18,000?
And during your time at that school, what was that school really like? What was that experience?
To be honest, I had a fucking blast. I was actually, like, placed from, like, the hood into a diverse, like, environment. And I learned shit that I didn't know. And I met people that I probably would have never met from where I was growing up. And I also, like, had opportunities to do different shit. Like, I was going to bar mitzvahs and shit with rich-ass fucking families and kids. Like, I knew, like, people from the Velasic family, like from like Velasic Pickles. I knew people who owned like the fucking Palace in Auburn Hills and shit like that. I met those kids. And to be honest, it was really an experience. It was. But those were the pros. I think it was cons to it, being that it wasn't that many black students there. I feel like it was a little racism going on there. I had a friend named Lisa, and me and her grew really, really close. And $50 came up missing from her brother at her house, and her family blamed it on me. And I'm not no thief. I don't fucking steal. But they thought it was me that stole the money, and there was other people there. But then her little brother found the money, and my mama cussed them motherfuckers out. Because her little brother ended up finding the $50, and after that, I couldn't go over there no more. Because my mama was like, fuck that. But they was apologizing and shit, but some shit you just don't come back from.
Never stole in your life.
Ever stole? Define stole.
Steal. Take
I
away
stole some
permission.
bitches' niggas. I stole they niggas all the time. Baby daddies, all that. Stole them. What? That's what you're talking about? What you was talking about? Other than that, like what? I stole some lip gloss out of Bath and Body Works when I was in middle school. Like going to the mall with my friends. I stole some lip gloss. You want to know what? I stole some motherfucking thongs. I stole some goddamn thongs because they was wearing thongs at school, and my mama wouldn't let me wear thongs yet. And I'm like, damn, why they wearing thongs? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm growing up. Girls are wearing thongs now. And she was like, you ain't wearing no thong. Like, you know. And I didn't, you know, she wouldn't get them for me, so I stole them bitches because I just wanted to fit in that bad. And I stole some thongs. And I used to literally, like, hide them and then put them on. And then that's probably about it. I stole some thongs, and I stole some lip gloss, and I stole some bitches' niggas. And I stole the spotlight 1,000 times.
Did you ever maintain any of those relationships with some of those people you just mentioned, like the Vlasic owners or the Palace?
No. I was just a black girl with a scholarship that was given an opportunity. And it lasted for the length of time that it lasted. And after that, it was like back to the real world.
And those 2 grades where you end up taking French, was that a requirement back then, or was that an elective?
It was a requirement. You had to take a foreign language. And the options was French or Spanish or Latin.
And what drew you to French?
You know what? I went to French. I don't know. I was trying to be sweet, but I should have never did it. I should have went to Spanish because Spanish is the secondary most popular language in the world. And that's what I should have done. And my papa was telling me, like, you need to be taking Spanish. You need to be taking Spanish. And the rebel in me said, fuck no, I'm taking French. And I think it was because he was pressuring me to take Spanish. And I just wanted to just rebel and take French. But I really should have took Spanish because Spanish is sexy as fuck. And sometimes I be wanting to be like, and that's just fucking sexy. And all the places that I travel, they speak in Spanish, and I wish I knew everything they was talking about.
Be that as it may, when you were in French language class, did you take those classes serious? Did you try to learn that language? Did you try to give it an honest shot back then?
Yeah, which is why I know some of the French I still know today.